Hi again, everyone. It's Casey Jancic from Ohio Guidestone coming to you with week 3 of our tip series. This week, we're going to be talking about how to take advantage of having more family time. We know everybody's off of school and you might be off work or working from home, so we're going to talk about some ways to have fun together with family while also balancing your needs as an adult and as a parent. So first, let's talk about the future. In 2, 5, even 10 years from now, what do you want your children to think about when they look back and remember this time of the COVID-19 crisis? Do you want them to remember how bored they were or how much time they spent on their phones or watching TV about the crisis? Or do you want them to remember that one day when everybody in the family dressed up in silly clothes and costumes and had a dance party, or you guys put on a talent show, or you did a concert and video chatted to the grandparents, or that time you built a huge pillow and blanket fort and turned off all the electronics and just played games and did projects and just spent time together. I mean, if I was a kid, I would definitely want to remember those fun, unique times that we had. So we're going to talk about some things we can do. So we live in a time now where electronics and the internet are pretty much essential to our daily lives, and in a time like this, when you've been given a chance to really step back and relax a little and spend some more time with your kids, it's important to really savor this and take advantage of it as much as you can. There are all kinds of fun ideas out there for you and your family to do together. I've included a link in the flyer that goes along with this video that talks about some of those activities that are super fun and super unique. Let's see. So some things you can do. You can go outside, ride bikes, draw with chalk, go on a nature scavenger hunt, be physically active, do some yoga, dance, make an obstacle course in your backyard or even in the basement, play catch, kick a soccer ball around. Be creative, make some slime, make up stories, create your own books with your kids, play Play-Doh, paint pictures for loved ones, make tie-dye t-shirts. There's all kinds of crazy activities you guys can do. Teach your kids some life skills. Let them help you with cooking or cleaning or gardening, maybe some sewing, helping with laundry. That's always a good one. Have some friendly competitions. Have some board game competitions and tournaments. Or if you both have those smartwatches, see who can get the most steps of the day. Record videos, like we mentioned before. Dance parties, talent shows, magic shows. The possibilities are truly endless, and don't forget to ask your kids about their ideas because their imaginations are incredible. And there's also a few COVID-19 specific ideas linked in the flyer as well. There's 2 booklets in there that are kind of like a time capsule of all the memories that the kids have had during this time. And some of them have specific prompts to talk about, like what they were eating for dinner that day or what their favorite things are at the time. And these would definitely be kind of fun to look back at in a few years. And they can be like, hey, I remember that time I made that and we spent so much time together and it was really awesome. So love those ideas. So let's talk about some tips for family fun time. Number 1, plan ahead. So if you find yourself always talking about wanting to do something fun with your kids and have these great activities and great ideas, but before you know it, it's bedtime, make sure you just set aside that time specifically for this. So maybe right when the schoolwork is done is when you're going to have these fun activities, or right after dinner. So make sure you're scheduling it so there's no excuses and no distractions for not being able to have fun with your family. Secondly, keep routines and make some new rituals. Even short, simple times of the day, such as right before bed or during breakfast, can be meaningful for kids. For example, you can have a silly question of the day. So you could, in the morning during breakfast, it can be, would you rather have a monkey tail or a long giraffe neck? And then you just kind of have a conversation about it, and it's just fun quality time, and it doesn't have to be long. It's just having that time together is what's important, not how long it is. If you try a family activity and it's a disaster, that's okay. It's all trial and error. This is a new time for everybody, and you're figuring out what works for your family and what doesn't. And the most important thing is that you're putting in the effort and that you are creating the memories. And their best memory might end up being that one time that you tried something and it went terrible. So as long as you're trying, that's all that matters. And finally, a key thing to remember is that you don't have to interact with your kids every second of the day. I know this is a challenge for parents right now, trying to figure out how to keep them busy, how to keep them out of your hair. And it's important to know that as long as they are playing, then things are good. Because studies show that play helps kids cope with stress. So this is a very stressful time, and as long as kids are playing in some sort of way, then they are able to cope through all the stress and changes going on right now. So you can create some activities for them to do on their own while you, as the parent, are taking care of your own needs and handling your own stress. So like talking with other parents, taking a bubble bath, exercising, whatever you need to do in order to get your needs met, so that you can be the most present parent and the most fun and best parent that you can be. So that's all for today. Remember, be present in the moment, take advantage of this time you have with your kids while you're at home and while they're home, and make some great memories. And I look forward to talking with you all next week. Thank you.